As a little kid, this was about the most exciting time of year for me because it was Masters Week. Here we are today with the first day of the Masters, and I remember when I was a little kid, I'd get this old Odie Crispman putter out, and my dad and I, and my brothers, would practice our putts, and we'd get ready for the Masters. Well, in 1986, I was able to go to one Masters on a Sunday afternoon. It was April the 13th, and there was a golfer that people referred to as the Olden Bear because he was 46 years old. They said he's past his prime. He could never win another major. Well, that was Jack Nicklaus. And he started making a run on that Sunday afternoon. And can you believe it? The one day I got to go to the Masters was on that Sunday afternoon. I just happened to be sitting at the 16th green when Nicklaus is making a run. I'm telling y'all, it was electric, the atmosphere that took place. You know, I even have proof that I'm there. I'm sitting here telling you about it, but I actually have the little card, the little badge from when I was there, April 13th, 1986. I'm telling you right now that I was there. I'm telling you what I saw. I'm saying the atmosphere was electric. I'm even kind of saying, hey, I've got proof that I was there. Even though most of you don't have a clue who I am, we've probably never spoken before, I would be willing to bet you just took me at my word. You may say, I have no reason to not believe this individual, even though we've never met before. You had faith that what I was telling you was true. But you know, even if you didn't listen to me and you thought, oh, that event never took place. Well, I'm saying it took place, but there were thousands of other people on that afternoon at Augusta National. They saw it as well. They had that experience, that electricity that took place. And so there are many other accounts out there. Even more, there was TV coverage. So people watched it on TV. There were newspaper reports. And again, you have no real reason to say that really never happened. Now, if we were to apply that same set of criteria for validating a fact, and applied it to 30 AD on a Sunday, which was Resurrection Sunday. We just celebrated Easter Sunday. Why would somebody have a reason to discount or discredit what people said they saw with their eyes, they heard with their ears? In the case of some, they were actually able to touch with their hands, and that was the resurrected Jesus. You know, at the time, the star witness for the resurrection was a woman with a prior reputation, a woman of ill repute. I want to tell you though, Jesus does not know us or remember us for who we were without him, but for who we are in him. Mary Magdalene was a woman of ill repute, but Jesus is going to save her and redeem her, and she now doesn't hold the title of a former prostitute. She holds the title of the first star witness to the resurrection. Well, you in her day, who would have chosen somebody with that kind of reputation to be their star witness? The Lord our God did. God uses the weak things of this world, what we consider weak, to confound the wise. His strength is perfected in our weakness. Well, let's just say somebody discounted Mary Magdalene for whatever reason. What if somebody said, you know, she was a woman and their testimony didn't even apply back in the day? Did you know that if 100 women saw a crime occur, let's say they witnessed a murder, their testimony could not hold true in a court of law? Didn't matter how many women saw something, they couldn't give a testimony in a court of law. And yet our God chose a woman by herself to be the star witness. In biblical times, you not only had to have two witnesses, they had to be two males. Facts weren't facts in biblical times unless you had two male witnesses. But our God is not confined to the rules of men. Star witness was a woman. I don't know why somebody would not believe her account. Even if they didn't, there were 12 other people. Let me say this. Later, Paul is going to tell us in 1 Corinthians 15 that Jesus didn't just appear to a few or 12. He appeared to 500 men and women. So my question is, If you believed me at my word, if you believe other people who had this experience at Augusta and you don't know us at all, why would you not believe the eyewitness accounts from hundreds of people who tell us they were there and they saw the Redeemer, Jesus, was raised from the dead? Here's the thing. Before I surrendered my life to Jesus, I believed in the resurrection. I believed in the witnesses in the early church. I accepted all those facts, but I never experienced Jesus until I said, Lord God, I surrender. I give you everything. I'm telling y'all, when I became a Christian, I remember my hands were empty and I said, Lord, all that I am, all that I have, I surrender to you. In other words, I don't just believe it. I'm believing to the point that I'm putting myself out there, and you take me as I am and do with me as you will, but you are mine and I am yours. And I'm telling y'all, you may deny whatever you want, but if you know somebody like me, if you know other people out there who've had an experience where they say, I have seen him, I know him, he is alive, he is real, and he has changed my life. Knowing him, it's almost like that electric sense that something has happened. You just have no reason not to believe that. But here's the thing. The same experiences that other people have had, you can have as well by surrendering your life to Christ. Facts are facts. The Bible presents the facts. But to know Christ and him crucified is not just to come to intellectual assent that these things are true. It's to receive it to the point that you're willing to put your all out there and say, Jesus, I accept you. I accept the witnesses. Here I am. You can have my all, and I'm going to have all of you. That's what we call receiving the new birth, the new life. I'm telling you, if you just will go read the Gospel of John, and if you are not somebody who's surrendered to Christ, and maybe you believe the facts, maybe you don't believe the facts, if you would just be willing to read through the Gospel of John and say, Jesus, show me who you are. Reveal yourself to me. Give me eyes to see and ears to hear that I may know you. If you pray that sincerely and look for God in his word to reveal himself, I truly think you will get to a point where you say, I want to be like those other witnesses. I want my life to be transformed. And then you say, I surrender. What a great time right now for somebody to say, I surrender. Or, Jesus, show me who you are, and when I see you, I'll be willing to surrender. What a great thing for us to think about. The Lord bless you. The Masters is cool. It's important. I'm excited about watching this week. But nothing is more important than where we're going to spend eternity. And that's a great question for us to think about. Peace, and the Lord bless you.